Hello everyone, it's Nady, and today we'll be testing out the Lunar Beauty Greek Goddess Shadow Palette. As you gorgeous people know, this is about the product, not the people behind it. Any tiff you may have with them, please cast it away because this is a channel of positive energy. Okay? Thank you. Not gonna lie, this whole collection launched without me even fucking knowing. I was actually doing an Instagram live video and people on there were asking me if I ordered the new launch. I was so freaking confused, like, what? No, I didn't even know there was a launch. My god, it's so cold in here, my fucking nose is dripping. Not sexy, Nady. Anyways, I instantly hopped my toned little ass to the Lunar Beauty website, saw they were offering a bundle of absolutely everything, and grabbed it. And I know a lot of people think that I'm totally full of it when I say that I don't look at the palettes before I review them, like when I'm ordering them, but I shit you not, I legit just add it to my cart and go, and if I do see what the palette looks like, I order so much makeup to review that truthfully I forget what it looks like. But for the most part, I really try not to look at the palettes because I do like to have a genuine response when I open it up. Not that it's really a big deal at all, it's just something that I really like to do. And fortunately, when I ordered this palette, I didn't see what it looks like, and if I did, I don't remember what it looks like. The only thing that I remember is the packaging, which I believe the palette has like Medusa on it, which is so fucking confusing to me. Please correct my ass if I'm wrong, and I'm sure other people are talking about this, but I haven't watched anybody else's review. But isn't Medusa a monster and not a goddess? I mean, we are kind of splitting hairs here, but you can't call a palette an elephant palette and put a picture of a fucking horse on it. It just doesn't make sense, but otherwise, I kind of love the shit out of this packaging. Like, it is so freaking beautiful. Very shiny, lots of very nice textures, and I do like the concept behind it. It just doesn't quite make sense to me, but let's go ahead and open this bitch up and see what we're working with here. Oh my god, that is beautiful. Oh shit. Not gonna lie, I would totally cut this top flap off and frame this shit. Oh my gosh, and it's like raised. Damn. This shit is making me wet. Good job, Manny. You go, honey. And before we hop onto the website, I am gonna take a look at the palette. Let's go ahead and remove this little plastic bitch right here. Also, before I look at the palette, I do want to note that this is called a color palette, not an eyeshadow palette, which is typically because companies want to keep their products vegan and cruelty-free, which means carmine-free. So instead of carmine, they'll use dyes. Dyes are not approved for the skin because they can dye your skin even if it's temporary. And so even though we use them all the fucking time on our eyes, they technically can't be called eyeshadows. That's kind of how they get around it. But I do see that this contains red 40, which is very well known for staining. So just know that if you have skin that's easily stained, this might do that. And it's not just reds, that's just what stains me the most. Anyway, let's see what this bitch is packing, shall we? Ooh. Oh, okay, huh. We have yet another nude palette. I mean, we get one poppin' blue that's pretty. It's not like this is an ugly palette at all, but, it's so bland. Oh my. Hold on just a second. I just have to do a tiny bit of a comparison between Laura's palette and Manny's palette because I am getting very, very nudie patootie vibes with this. Okay, so if that blue poppin' color was not there, I would think that these are almost the exact same palette, at least with the color scheme. I'm not gonna lie, Manny is a total babe, and this is very hard for me to say, but I am disappointed as fuck in this color scheme. Like, after his first palette that had bold, beautiful colors in it, this is just like, what is happening? But like I said, it is pretty, it's just tired. You know, like, it's been done so many times before. Damn. Oh, but I do really like this deep color right there. Like, I want that shit in a lipstick. Okay, before I get too carried away, let's go ahead and just feel a couple of these. Ooh, those feel very, very nice, and they are very pigmented. Let's also feel Aphrodite. Oh my god, that is buttery soft. And let's feel Rhea. Okay, the palette may have been done before, but this quality is actually really fucking good. At least on the fingers. Let's feel Nemesis. Ooh, that's nice too. A little bit on the chunky side. And, okay. Ooh, that's nice. Okay. Oh. Not that one. That blue is patchy as fuck. I'm guessing it's a topper though because it's very, very sheer, but then once you blend it out, it does give good coverage. But there we have those. Honestly, the quality is much better than the colors. Pretty damn banging. I'm just really over nude palettes. Ooh, but we do get a really nice big ass mirror here. That's nice. Oh god, fuck. Ah, god, it's like an STD. Just get away from me. Ugh. All right, well, let's go ahead and hop onto the website. Because I ordered this as a bundle, I have no idea how fucking much this was. The Greek Goddess color palette retails for $48. Honestly, that doesn't seem like that bad of a price because this does feel really good quality. Like, this bitch is hefty. The colors I'm not super in love with. This one is definitely coming off a lot more vibrant on camera than it is in person. And please don't get me wrong, this is not an ugly palette. I'm not dissing anyone. It's just that I have this palette. In fact, I have like 10 of this palette. The website says, bring out the goddess in you with Greek Goddess. This 15 color palette is the perfect combo of warm mattes and bright shimmers. Even Zeus would be shook. Perfect for an everyday casual look or bold and brilliant eye, this palette is a must. And something that I freaking appreciate the hell out of is the fact that online it looks exactly like how it looks in person. Like, it is just as vibrant here as it is there. A lot of times companies will up the shit out of the saturation in photos, but this is pretty damn good. So based on the mini swatches that we just did, I'm very excited to do a look and full swatches with this bitch. You guys know the song. Are you ready? It's swatching time. First up, we have the top row, which I am so sorry if at any point I butcher the shit out of these names, but with me it's kind of inevitable. But we have Hestia, Harmonia, Celine, Aphrodite, and Era, and honestly, these feel great. Like, the mattes are so creamy and pigmented and swatch on amazingly, as do the shimmers, but the shimmers are a little bit crumbly. Like, I don't know if you can tell from the swatches, but they're kind of blowing all over, and now I have them on my pants. Also, please excuse the little cut on my hand. Hashtag my cat Mia is a bitch. But quality-wise, just like those other ones that we swatched before, these feel amazing. This is over a primer, but they don't seem patchy. They seem pretty consistent. I like them so far. Next up, we have the second row, which is Cirque, Cleo, Iris, Nemesis, and Rhea. And these swatched beautifully as well. In fact, Nemesis looks a million times better swatched over a primer than it did without. I mean, the quality is definitely there. These swatch beautifully. I have no idea how they'll perform on a brush, but just looking at these, I like them. I'm not super pumped about the color choice, which is obviously no secret, but you can definitely create a lot of really pretty looks with this palette. Finally, we have the last row, which is Artemis, Athena, Persephone, Calliope, whatever the fuck that is, and Calypso. And all of them seem to swatch pretty damn good, except for Artemis. For some reason, it just did not want to lay down that pretty. I especially love Calypso, but I am such a fucking hoe for purple. Like, I will bust out my knee pads for purple anytime. But after swatching all these, I'm actually really damn excited to do a look with this. I feel like we're gonna do like a wintry glam look. So let's hop into it, shall we? For foundation, I'm going in with EVXO in the shade Desert Sand. Oh, fuck yes, this smells like a damn cupcake. And for concealer, one of my faves, Too Faced Born This Way in the shade Vanilla. And these did seem to have a teeny tiny bit of fallout when I was swatching them, so just to be safe, I'm gonna place some RCMA translucent setting powder right under the eye. God, I ruined the shit out of this shirt, damn. Oh, alright, the eyes have been primed. I always like to start with a nice light base, so I'm gonna go in with Hestia, yeah, that's right. And I'm just gonna lightly dust that back and forth all over the eye from a lid to brow. I'm not wanting to take away the stickiness of the primer, but I do want to create a nice blank canvas for us to work with. Let's see, I feel like Persephone is calling my name for a crease shade. Oh my, there is quite a bit of fallout in the pan, which honestly is not a big deal for me as long as it stays in the pan and doesn't fall on my face. Oh, let's go ahead and apply that right here to the crease line. Ooh, yes. That is a really pretty color. I know it's just a basic ass nude, but you know how you can tell when you really like a color? And it seems to blend out really freaking easily, like it's one of those shadows where you just apply it and it starts blending itself out effortlessly. Very nice. And you know what? I'm actually very curious about Harmonia. So I color switched this brush and I'm gonna dip into that one. And I think we'll place that in the crease as well. Ooh, that is a very, very pretty color. I don't know how well it's showing up on camera, but those two colors together is fucking stunning. Like, you can easily go jaundicey when it comes to this shade of yellow, but it's not really reading that way. It's just very natural and soft looking. Ooh, fuck, and she blends out super easily as well. Okay, so for as much shit as I gave this palette for the color scheme, I'm actually really liking it so far. So my apologies for all of the shit talking I was doing. Now, let's see, what do I want to do? I think let's take a little bit of Aphrodite, and I'm just gonna place that right here on the inner corner and work it about 1/3 of the way in. We know my bitch ass is gonna have to do a cut crease, and so a lot of this is gonna be covered up, but I just want to see how they perform. And that shade seems to be the slightest bit patchy. I have no idea if it's the location that I put it on my eye, and when you do blend it out like a shit ton, it does kind of lose that patchiness, but it also still is kind of a little patchy. She definitely is a really pretty color though. Then with a clean fluffy brush, I'm gonna dip into Artemis. And that shade, I'm gonna take it right on the outer crease and kind of work it into the red that we just laid down. Ooh, that is a really pretty orange. And it seems to blend out super easily as well. Yes, bitch, daddy likes. Then I'm gonna go back in with a little more Aphrodite and reinforce that inner eye. Then on a little tiny baby brush, I'm gonna dip into Calliope, whatever the fuck this deep plum is. It's very pretty. And I'm just gonna lay that directly down on the crease line. My gosh, you guys, I was shit talking this palette's color scheme so damn much, but I'm ending up loving the hell out of it. Then let's blend that edge out with some orange. I know this is looking like a muddy shit show, but once I cut the crease, it'll look great, I swear. Or at least I hope. All right, now let's go ahead and cover 90% of this with a cut crease. And I'm so sorry for always doing cut creases, but when we're working with shimmers, that's really the best way to get them to show up. up. At least for me. All right, I'm not certain exactly what color I want to use. I'm pretty sure I want to use this blue, but I might put it like on the inner corner. Maybe it's too dark. Shit, I don't know. Why don't we start on the light side with some of Iris, and this is a damp brush. Ooh, that's pretty. It's basically the same color as my concealer almost. Oh, but it's super shiny. Then with another damp brush, let's go in with whatever this red is right here. And I'm gonna start by placing that right here on the outer corner and work it towards the middle. It's almost like a cross between a glitter and a metallic. I really like it. But with this one, I do have to keep wetting the brush, otherwise it won't pick up anything. And I'm sure these would be fucking amazing if you used your finger, but if I use my finger, I can't get as precise as I want it to be. Otherwise, I totally recommend using your fingers for pretty much everything. I feel like it's not going on this eye as good as it is with this eye. Get this wet again. I don't know. Okay, it was some work, but we got there. Next, on a new clean brush, I'm just gonna spray it with some setting spray. And let's dip into Era. I think that's how you say that? Era? Hera? What the fuck? Clearly, I was not paying attention in my Greek mythology class in college. Anyways, I'm just gonna take this and kind of blend it around in the middle and gently work it towards the inner eye, pretty much covering up that first shade that we laid down. Gone, but bitch, you are not forgotten. You were pretty. And then just to bring back a little bit of lightness onto the inner eye, I'm gonna dip into Athena, and I'm actually gonna use this first brush that came with the first palette. I don't think I've ever used this. But let's go ahead and place that on the inner corner and work it about a third of the way up. Holy shit, that bitch is pigmented as fuck. Oh my god. I was definitely not expecting that, and I may have fucked things up a little bit. And then to go over that, I'm gonna mix Iris with Era. God, I'm gonna have a fucking pound of eyeshadow on my eyes by the end of this tutorial. Okay, I think we're gonna call it quits for the upper lash, and we did kind of lose the cut crease aspect that I had on here, so something that I've been loving to do is taking a glitter liner and recutting that crease. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. This is Sparkles by Dick of Scarlet. Okay, so I may have gone a little bit overboard, but I figured if I'm gonna be using a goddess palette, I might as well create like a goddess look, and it is definitely a look. Well, anyways, this look is turning into something a little bit more dramatic than I was wanting, but on the lower lash, I ended up smoking Artemis out with Calliope, whatever this purple is, and then I'm smoking more of that deep purple out over this liner. So it's turning into a very everyday wearable look. To line the lower lash, it's probably best that I go in with a nude to really help open up the eyes. All right, the eye look is done. Damn, that took a long fucking time for not a big payoff. My god, it was like sleeping with my ex. For lips, I'm going in with Carity's TikTok Boom, and then over that, I'm going in with Carity's Kiera. And here we are with the final look. I'm probably gonna end up switching the lips out, but this eyeshadow, it definitely is a lot, and it's actually kind of coming up in certain areas, specifically the inner corners of the eyes. So that's kind of interesting. Oh my god, I don't like these lips. What do I have that I can put over these? Maybe we can lighten them up with some Wet n Wild Nudie Patootie? I don't know that that's better. I might come back with a different lip shade after the wear time test, but this eyeshadow, I know I'm really not that great at these big extravagant looks. I just wanted to create something big, and it was fun, so don't judge me. But this shadow, I actually do really like it. I mean, it does have some flaws, but for the most part, it's actually pretty good. So I'm gonna go do a wear time test. I'm gonna change my lip out, and I will see you in just a second. And we are back. We did just hit the 4-hour mark, and I switched my lips out to more like a pinky nude. I think it's better. I don't know. I just can't stop looking at these crazy ass eyes. Anyways, this eyeshadow, I do realize that I did cover up a majority of it with black liner and a little bit of glitter, but it seems to be very comfortable and holding up really well. And when I was applying these blended out and applied like a fucking dream. They swatched beautifully, and honestly, they performed just as well. A few of them were the slightest bit patchy, but honestly, nothing that was a deal breaker. Truthfully, if this color palette is something that you're looking for, then fucking grab it. And like I always say, this is about the product, not the people behind it, so all of Manny's drama aside, and no matter how cute I think he is, I have to be unbiased and real with you, and I'm gonna be honest and say that the quality is fucking fabulous. The packaging is stunning, they wear great. I'm really excited to review the lipsticks and highlighter next, but, and this is totally personal preference, I think that he could have done so much better, at least with the colors. I just feel like there's so much relying on the beautiful packaging, almost as if it's making up for such neutral colors. Like, I googled colors of Greek gods and goddesses, and honestly, the colors that came up were beautiful. Like, that is totally something that I would be down to fuck with. You can include nudes, but also have a few poppin' colors, and it's not like it's my company. They could go and do whatever the fuck they want, but with such a fun concept, with so much potential for really beautiful poppin' color, I just feel like there was a little bit of a missed opportunity. Do I still like the palette? Yes, and honestly, the more that I look at it, the more that I like it, but still, that's just my opinion. Do I recommend it? If you like these colors, the quality is definitely there, so fuck yes. Do I think it's worth the price? Truthfully, the first time I looked at it, I didn't think it was, but now that I know how well it performs, I do think it is. Is it my favorite palette of the year so far? No. It's just a nude palette, but it's still a nude palette that I could see myself reaching for very often. Plus, the front of this is just the tits. But I don't know, what do you think? Do you like the fact that it's nude? Do you wish there were more poppin' colors in there? Do you like like it just the way that it is? I'm very curious to know your opinions down below. I'm probably gonna end up redoing this look and posting it on Instagram, but I'm actually kind of happy that we went a little bit outside the comfort zone, even though it isn't the best look in the books. And there you go. Like always, please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell down below so that you're notified anytime I upload a new video. Don't forget my newest collection of highlighters, including Black Ice, which does change from black to white, is available at thepoplix.com. Also, my latest album, Kiss of Fame, is available everywhere online that music is sold. Thank you so much to everyone who's supporting them. Comment down below, let me know what you thought of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter at officialnady, and you can follow me online at thepoplix.com. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you again soon. Bye.